Hello and welcome to the Bob Doyle voiceover coaching blab right here at blab.im/Bob Doyle Secret. And today, as every time we do a voiceover blab, I'll be doing some voiceover for you and showing you, not just watching me do voiceover. How tedious would that be if there wasn't something in it for you, the viewer, who is taking their valuable time, and we all know how valuable time can be, to watch this. What? So if you're new to the voiceover blab, let me explain a little bit about what it is. It's about doing voiceover on Fiverr.com to generate some revenue streams. And the reason I'm sharing this process with you on Blab is because truly this has made a major impact on my own life to be able just to create these fun little revenue streams that turned into basically a full-time income. I mean, I'm still doing my law of attraction stuff as Bob Doyle from The Secret, of course, but for fun and on the side and for real revenue, I get to do this voiceover stuff, and you can too. And so the whole purpose of this blab is to kind of introduce you to the process that I go through, show you how Fiverr works a little bit, and then the actual voiceover process. And this is all of this stuff is what I'm teaching in a course that starts at the beginning of March, but enrollment's open now because you want to have, you get some time to sort of practice and ask questions and things like that before we actually start the live session. But there is a course, and hopefully you see this URL here, bobdoylevoice.com. If you go to bobdoylevoice.com, you can learn all about the course and what it offers. But it's basically everything you need to know about getting started on Fiverr, how to write your description, what kind of video you should make, equipment you should use, your gig requirement, all that stuff that has to do with setting up Fiverr. And then also it involves live voiceover coaching, where we will come together in a virtual video meeting room. You'll have scripts that I show you how to get, and we'll work on them. So you can work on your read and your delivery. How great does that sound? Hi, Lynn Hugs. Oh, wait, Lynette, sorry. See, it's so confusing because your real name shows up one place and then your username shows up in the, you know what I'm saying. So it gets confusing. So sometimes I'll call you by your username and sometimes I'll call you by your normal name if I can remember it or if it's obvious. Little housekeeping there. By the way, this blab is also serving as something of a technical test because I am using, and hopefully you can tell if you've watched my other voiceover blabs, a much better quality of video streaming. At first, when you come on, it's all pixelated. But in terms, like the other one I was using, I was just frame rate all the time. It's driving me nuts because I am a technical perfectionist to the extent of my ability. And that was driving me nuts. So I'm using a whole new platform for delivery. I know you guys don't care about this. Let's get to the voiceover. That's what you're saying, right? Okay. So let me just kind of tell you how this works. Basically, I'm going to walk you through exactly the workflow that I use, which is basically going to Fiverr, seeing if I have any messages that I need to respond to, and then just going through the scripts. I'm going to walk you through the process of what I do. So let's switch over to Fiverr right now. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to take you over to the main page, which is my dashboard, which is what I see first thing in the morning. And just to kind of walk you around a little bit, basically, this is the list of the jobs I have, my to-dos, if you will. And some of these numbers, sales in queue says 33, and yet it says to-dos 6. What's up with that, you might ask? I asked that question quite a number of times myself because I didn't understand it. But it looks like what happens is sometimes people place orders and then they don't ever follow through with delivering the script or whatever. So they're just hanging there in a queue, but they never show up on your to-do list. There's an advantage to that because if a buyer comes by and says, wow, they got 33 sales in the queue, they must be very busy and awesome. You know, there might be something there. Or it might say, wow, they're so busy, there's no way they're going to get to me in a normal amount of time. So I don't know, but in any case, I haven't done anything to change that. This number here, oh, sorry, I got to switch back over. This number here is earned this month means that I have delivered and they have accepted $2,026 worth of voiceover work since the 1st of February. So that's a couple $1,000s in the first week. Now, I say that, of course, and this is my big disclaimer, not because that's what you're guaranteed, and I certainly didn't start out of the gate making that type of revenue, but it happened over time. And in the course, I talk about ways to kind of solidify that to make sure that you can make the most money per job, how to really, create a long-term customer relationship with people that serves everybody, so they keep coming back and so on and so forth. So that kind of revenue can be possible. This balance here means $518 means that much has cleared that I haven't yet downloaded into my PayPal account. In my case, you can also have it go to your you can go direct deposit if you'd like. So very transparent, showing you all my numbers. So now normally you're going to go down the list in order because these guys are due in 12 hours, these guys in 2 days. But here's the dealio with this particular job, because I have looked at it this morning already. So they ordered, basically, you'll see that Fiverr is not just about $5 at a time. Here's a $55 job, right? That's based on word count. It had 411 words, which equals 9 gigs, because in my case, it's 1 gig for every 50 words. And then if they need delivery in 24 hours, it's a $10 gig extra. So that created the $55. However, in their gig instructions, they also tell me that there's this video that they want the pronunciation and pacing based on. And when I looked at it, it occurred to me that what they actually might want is for me to not only record the voiceover, but also to synchronize it to the video, which is a gig extra, my friends, which means they'll need to pay extra for that. So I had to write them a message and just clarify, do you want me to sync it, or do you just want the pace kind of in there? Very important to be in communication with folks, especially when it's a 24-hour delivery job, because if I don't hear back from them, I'm going to have to just do it at my own pace and hope that works, and then we'll adjust later. Sometimes it works like that. So all that to say, I can't do this job for you right now because I'm not quite clear. Similar thing with this next job. $10 job. He gave me a pronunciation, but I just want to make sure that I'm because of the way he did it. Paul Grothy, he did capital letters here, so I want to make sure he actually means I say Paul Grothy and not Paul Grothy. See, I want to get it right out of the gate. Hold on just a second just to make sure. No. I was seeing if they had updated those orders yet. All right, so we're going to move on now to the third one in the list, which is a short one. It is just a $5 job. And then here's the script right here, and you won't be able to see it, but when I click it, it just pops open a Word. It's a Word document. So now that's where I'm reading my script. So let's move on over to where the action takes place. This particular script is, I'm going to call it Lunar Ghost. So I'm just going to create a new file over here. Now the program I'm using, the program I'm using is Adobe Audition. Let me just write this real quick. Lunar Ghost. I'm creating an MP3 file with high quality. The program I'm using is Adobe Audition. You can use any editing software you'd like that allows you to edit and mix multi-tracks if you're going to add music as an extra or whatever. So and then I'll show you the process of what I do when I record. If I make now this is a very short script, I may not make a mistake, but if I do, I'm going to clap like that, and you're going to see it do a spike in the waveform, and then that's how I'll know where to go in that file to edit that out before I deliver it. Genius, right? Absolute genius. Hold on one second. Let me just check in with you guys. No problem. Is syncing to video complicated? It's just an extra step, because then you have to take the video and bring it into like a video editor so you can see it, right? And then you can take your audio file and line it up. Wait a minute. We don't want this here. Why is that there? Why are you seeing all this weird stuff? I'm not sure why you're seeing. You shouldn't be seeing me moving around at all. Oh, actually, you should. Oh, I know what's happening. You're not seeing enough of me because I screwed this up. Let me just change the size a bit. I forgot that we're doing the Blab thing and that I have to shrink things down just a tad. So I'll tell you what I'll do. How about this for behind the scenes? I'm going to expand this out like this and move me over here. Huh? Like, is that cool or what? You're going, I know what you're saying. If you're a Blab person, you're going, how? How can I too do this? Well, that's another Blab. How about we do some voiceover, shall we? I'm going to record this script called Lunar Ghost. And here's the thing about this one. They didn't really give me any direction on how they want me to read this. And with this particular script, it could go lots of ways, but since I got to record something here, and I can't, I'm not going to write them and say, can you give me some guidance? And we wait for that. I'm just going to do this so you can see it. It's short enough where if I have to redo it, no big deal. It's okay with me. Now, if it was a long script, I would wait and say, please give me some direction, because this seems like you might want a little something, right? So here we go. Lunar Ghost presents The Universe on Your Wrist. Affordable, colorful design that will make everyone feel like a space traveler. You will be able to see our solar system the way it really is. Real time, real planet positioning, real watch. Lunar Ghost is your future. See, short, sweet, to the point, no mistake. So here's what I do. I just trim out the beginning, actually a little closer than that. And I will be showing in the course how to use this software, obviously, because it's where I live, because it's a industry standard, and then also a free program called Audacity, which you can use. So I explained how to use them both for editing. So now what I do on this particular file is I run a little process called normalize. You can't see the window pop up for some reason, but that's okay. And then and what that does is it pops, you saw the waveform go up a little bit. It brings it up to a volume that's more of an industry standard. And then I'm going to run this filter. It's a noise filter, which takes out any extraneous sounds that there might be in the background. There aren't any this morning. It's very, very quiet, but I always run that filter anyway. So then I just save it as an MP3 file, Lunar Ghost. And now I'm going to pop on over here to Fiverr and deliver. So I just click the deliver order button. I say upload work. I have to switch to the right folder. Lunar Ghost. And then I use this quick response dropdown to basically fill in a message along with my delivery that instead of me having to type this every time, I just click this and it fills in a couple of paragraphs. I go in and that is it. As soon as and now that's delivered. So that was $5. Now, again, I say this every time, but if I wasn't doing Blab right now and walking you through this process, that whole job would have been done and delivered in about 90 seconds. So, but obviously because I'm doing it. So, all right. So you don't have to sync a particular word to a particular image and video. Not most of the time. It's most of the time, you're lining up a sentence. It's not, it doesn't have to be word. If it was that, I wouldn't even offer it as an option because for Fiverr, you want the jobs to be relatively quick. But if you're going to spend more time on something, you just make it worth your while. And so in my case, what I do is when I sync to video, I charge an extra $5 for every 50 words, which basically doubles the base voiceover only rate. Sometimes that works great for me. Sometimes I kind of get screwed in the deal, but it all balances out over the course of all the jobs. Normalize and filter are, well, yes. Well, actually, okay. So normalize is definitely a part of both of those programs. And the noise filters are going to be different for each program. In Audition, I'm actually using a third-party plugin called RX4. But you can use whatever is in your particular program. All right, if you're still there. It doesn't look like there's anybody in the room. It looks now like I'm talking to myself, which is just fine. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going and persevere. So let's move on over to Fiverr and move on down to the next script. Oh, I was already on the page. What do you know about that? Let's check out this one. I haven't even looked at this one. So this is a $15 script, I guess, based on the word count. And it's a PDF file, which, again, you will not be able to see the script. But let's check out what we've got here. Oh, you can see it. Because it loaded in the browser. Wait a minute. Okay. No, that isn't going to happen. Let's see if there was another script up here. Narration script. There we go. Boy, for a minute there, I thought that was the whole paper. Who am I touching? Remote handshaking with a telepresence face. All right, let's just give it a call. This is called a cold read, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go over to... and most of the time, I don't first read through these things. But that one, I thought I'd give it a glance. And I'm going to call this remote handshaking, I guess. Who am I touching? Remote handshaking with a telepresence face. In mediated communication, the social presence is said to be enhanced not only by eye contact and body gestures, but also by remote haptics. There are many ways to realize remote haptics. We present a masked telepresence system worn by a surrogate that displays the face of a remote user through a live stream. This system allows someone to touch a remote user via the surrogate. And now, with whom do people think they feel? Touching. No. And now, with whom do people think they feel touching? We hypothesized that the relationship between the participant and surrogate or remote user is affected by the haptic sensations. Therefore, we prepared 4 conditions where the remote user was an acquaintance or stranger, and the surrogate was an acquaintance or stranger. As the results, when the surrogate and remote user were acquaintances, the participants felt like they were shaking hands with the remote user. Okay, so there's some iffy grammar in that one for sure there at the end, but I'm going to go ahead and deliver it as written because I do say in my gig description, you got to have this proofread because I'm going to read it as it's written. Remote handshaking with the All right, so now I'm just cutting out. I'm using the spike in the waveform to know where I made my mistakes and cutting them out. Like so. Now you may be saying, well, how do you know where to cut out exactly? Well, because it looked, the waveforms actually looked similar. It was easy for me to see. That comes with practice. I'll show you how to do that in the course. Okay, so now I'm just running the normalization and the noise filtering again. Click back on over to Fiverr. Oh, I got to save this out. I'll just do that real quick over here. And now, deliver. And there it is right up at the top, remote handshaking. Do the quick response. If you're happy, please close, deliver, work, and scene. That's it for that one. And now we move on. Let's see if there's anybody here with any questions. Nope, nobody here and no questions. So I'll just keep going with this last one. And those of you who are watching the replay, good on you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking through. By the way, you'll see here that I have something called How Was Your Experience with a Buyer? Someone completed the project and rated me. Let's see what they had to say. This was for, this is one for I did yesterday. I cannot believe how quickly this project got done. Awkward sentences, pro, etc. So I say thank you very much for that. Whoops. Thank you so much. Okay. And now we'll go back and we'll do this last little job unless somebody has, no, somebody gave me a tip, which is another way that you can add. Oh, here we go. An update from the first person. And let's see what it says. No need to sync, record a same timing. So let's go ahead and do this one because it is due first. And let's see, I think I've already got this script open somewhere. I do. So let's take a peek real quick if this will work at the video that I'm supposed to match in terms of pacing, shall we? Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. What I want to make sure you're. Yep. Okay. Click here. I know it. Got to step up ahead.
Time seems to have stopped. It's the land of premium class yachts cutting the surface of the sea amidst glass skyscrapers. It's the land of business centers reaching.
Okay, so that's a very different, I mean, I can do it, but I gotta, that's a different kind of a read. But let's see how I do, shall we? Let me get back over here to where I'm not on YouTube anymore and go here to over here. Hi. Okay. This is called, I'm going to just call it UAE because it's the United Arab Emirates. I know this from looking at the script. Now, this is a longer one, so there may be more mistakes, and I haven't really read it all the way through, so I don't know real about the proofreading. So let's just, here we go. Have you ever dreamt of a paradise on earth? A special place where everyone could be rich and happy, and where the time seems to have stopped? It's the land of premium-class yachts cutting the surface of the sea amidst glass skyscrapers. It's the land of premium-class yachts cutting the surface of the sea amidst glass skyscrapers. It's the land of business centers reaching up above the clouds where multi-billion deals are signed. The United Arab Emirates, the topmost center of wealth and luxury concentration in the world. What is it? An Eastern fairy tale, or a mysterious miracle free from the laws of time and logic? This is the location of the greatest headline-making business projects, which boggle one's mind. Everyone knows that the Emirates mean stability, affluence, wealth, and success. Because this is where all the money of the world, as well as the financial and investment markets, are located. Only here can you considerably increase your capital and quickly enhance your cash flow. You can make your money work for you, find new business ideas and opportunities for your business, innovative, mind-boggling projects, and, more importantly, you can turn your business vision into successful reality. Why do the business investments in the United Arab... Wait a minute. This is a wacky worded sentence. Why do the business investments in the United Arab Emirates? Yeah. Why? Wow. Why? I'm going to have to just fake it. Why are the business investments in the United Arab Emirates doomed to success? Tax-free zone, favorable economic climate, rapid economic growth, financial stability, safety, corruption and crime-free environment, huge projects and opportunities, prestige and success, the most favorable life and business conditions in the world. The United Arab Emirates is the country with the most favorable investment climate in the world and the most dynamic financial market across the globe. It is a highly developed state with advanced education system and the world's leading healthcare system. Only here, the crime... Only here, the crime rate equals to 0, and the safety levels are the highest on the globe. Phenotype. Hold on, I just realized I forgot to check the pronunciation, and there are lots, obviously, of grammatical errors in this, some of which I'm having to make on the fly. So when I submit this, I'll make a little note. So let me go back and go to the YouTube video, find the name of this company.
Up above the clouds, or a mysterious miracle in one's mind, as well as the financial cash flow. Mind-boggling projects. What do the business investments in the United Arab Emirates are doomed to success? Tax-free zone, stability, projects and life and business conditions, favorable investment climate, dynamic financial market across the globe. It is a highly developed state with advanced. Only here, the crime rate equals 0. It's a key player on the market of the highest on the globe. Phenotype is a...
Phenotype. Okay, we have our answer. That took a while, didn't it? Sorry. But that's showbiz, ladies and gentlemen. That's showbiz. Let me get back to the script if I can find it. Yeah. We will resume the recording. Phenotype is a key player on the market of the international investment business consulting. Major international companies and established individual clients entrust their business to us since we take care of their prosperity, growth, reputation, and confidentiality. Over 50 kinds of consulting services, over 100 patterns of investment projects, over 5,000 projects in the United Arab Emirates, over 10,000 clients from all around the world. Are you planning to buy a ready-made business, to open a new branch, or to sell an existing company? Only with us you will be able to find the most lucrative investment options, which will meet your strictest requirements and preferences. Making business with Phenotype means success. We appreciate each of our clients and work for you. Yes, it's a complete catastrophe. We appreciate our client and work for you. That's what the sentence says. So I'm going to deliver it, and then I'm going to say, dudes. So first I have to edit it. So let's do that now. Totally not self-conscious about this. And have you ever... Currently, I don't have anyone in the room live, so I'll just take my sweet time. No, I actually am... where multi-billion deals are signed, reaching up above the clouds. See, they probably meant to say multi-billion dollar, but they didn't. And what's interesting is that they had already recorded that script with somebody else, and nobody told them to fix it. Or a mysterious miracle, or a mysterious miracle free from the laws of... All right. And here's where I had my... Why do the business investments in the United Arab Emirates doomed to success? Doomed to success. Zone. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Only here, the crime rate... Only here, the crime rate... let's see. Globe. Only here, the crime rate equals... Phenotype is... Phenotype. of the International Investment Business Consulting. All right. For some reason, the recording volume seems a little low, but pop that up with normalize. Do the noise filter. Takes a little while longer on the longer files. Save it out. And now when I go to deliver here, I'm going to show you what I do. Deliver the order. Oh, well, I'll go ahead and hit upload. And then with the quick response, I'm going to put in the one that I've done, but then I'm going to add right after here you go, another paragraph that says, there were a handful of English grammar errors in this script that I had to work around. As you know, I require a proofread script because I read what I'm given. But in some cases, it was clear it wouldn't make sense without some adjustment. If you find you need to change the script, I will only charge for what actually needs to be re-recorded. Hopefully this will work for you. Can't tell you how many times I write that. Okay, then deliver. And then we'll see what they have to say about that. Now we'll just go back to this page. It looks like another order snuck in under the wire here. It is a $20 order. This is for a spec commercial. The tone should be excited, enthusiastic, but he trusts my judgment. That's nice of him. And let's see how I do. Looks like he's going to be piecing this one together, but we shall see. I'm going to call this. I'm going to go back over here. Fortune Jack, because that's clearly what it says in the script. Hold on one sec. Searching for something different in online gaming. Searching for something different in online gaming? Why look for fortune elsewhere? Fortune Jack, the biggest Bitcoin gambling site. Join the first live cryptocurrency casino. FortuneJack.com. At Fortune Jack, you'll enjoy. Need a word wrap. At Fortune Jack, you'll enjoy the greatest casino promotions available. At Fortune Jack, you'll enjoy the greatest casino promotions available in today's cryptocurrency gambling industry. Make your first deposit today and claim your 100% deposit bonus. Participate in our weekly player promotions. Become a loyalty member where your loyalty is rewarded. Accepting Bitcoin and 7 altcoins. Accepting Bitcoin and 7 altcoins, at Fortune Jack, you can play classic dice, bingo, Keno, live roulette, video poker, and many more. As a Fortune Jack player, you will enjoy instant withdrawal, an exclusive affiliate program, and instant coin exchange services operating on 10 different cryptocurrencies. Dice, Keno, blackjack, fortune slots, video poker. And that's the entirety of that script, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Why look for fortune elsewhere? Fortune Jack, the biggest Bitcoin gambling. I think there's a hair in my mouse. Searching for something. Sounds like one of those Ronco commercials. How many times have you tried to dice an onion with your fingertips? It just doesn't work. There's got to be a better way. At Fortune Jack, you'll enjoy. At Fortune Jack, you'll enjoy the greatest casino promotions available. At Fortune Jack, you'll enjoy. At Fortune Jack, you'll enjoy the greatest. How many times can he say at Fortune Jack? Cryptocurrency gambling. A lot, apparently. Let's see. Accepting Bitcoin and 7 altcoins. At Fortune Jack, you can play class. All right. And just race through this, folks. I hope you're learning something. Are you learning something? Oh, wait, you have to be there to be able to learn something. And right now I'm speaking solely with myself. I'm still okay with that, by the way, because if you're on the replay, you're getting the same value as the people who are here live, except, of course, that you can't ask questions. Okay, time for me to save this out. which I just did. And now we move on over to delivery land. Fortune Jack. Boom. Boom. And I don't know why it's taking so long to upload. Boom. All right. So just real quick, we're over here at Fiverr, and I think we've just got the one job left that I'm still waiting on the pronunciation for. Yes, I am. So, friends and family, loved ones of all kinds, and replay watchers mostly, that's going to wrap it up for another Bob Doyle voiceover coaching blab. I, of course, am Bob Doyle, as in bobdoylevoice.com, which it says there below. If you would like to learn step by step how to do what I'm doing here, how to take whatever your voice is, whatever it is, whatever accent you have, however unpolished you may be at this time before our coaching, and are interested in making some extra money on the side, I will teach you everything you need to know about what equipment to get. You don't have to spend a fortune, what software to use, how to edit, how to do your gigs, how to do everything, because I'm just passionate about this. It's just fun for me to do this. Plain old fun. And if you think it'd be fun for you too, well, by golly, why not jump in and do it? bobdoylevoice.com. And also, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat. I don't think the chats stay, but I'm going to try it anyway. Oh, that's, sorry. Facebook.com/Bob Doyle Voice. Just sent that in as a message, which is not showing up. Why not? Is there something wrong with my broadcast? Maybe I'm not even broadcasting. Maybe that's what happened, because my message didn't show up in the screen, and I don't know why. And of course, everybody just seemed to drop off all of a sudden, and there were no audience members. So I don't know. But in any case, the recording should still be there. So hoping that you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. You have been watching the Bob Doyle voiceover coaching blab. I can't seem to stop the blab. So it would suggest that something is wrong. I paused the record. No, I tried to pause the recording. What the heck is going on here? I got no control. No control. So that's fun. So I have no idea what to do. I can just stop. I'll just stop the blab, and we'll see if a recording is made. I mean, I'm going to have to close the entire